Almost everyone telling you how to make money with AI right now is feeding you a fantasy. If you look past the noise, you'll realize that 90% of the content promising you passive income is specifically designed to sell you a course, not a viable business. Here is the unvarnished truth. AI does not generate revenue on its own. It is a fulfillment engine. It speeds up the delivery of a service, but it is not a standalone business model. Earning actual money requires pushing through a 6-month friction barrier. You have to learn the craft, research your target market, and put in consistent, unglamorous effort before you see your first real returns. Success in this space relies entirely on the traditional business inputs you wrap around the software. Look at this matrix. These are the 7 viable methods commonly pitched to beginners right now. We have ghostwriting, UGC ads, influencer pages, voice renting, voice agents, niche apps, and corporate consulting. Notice the projected income column is completely blurred out. That's because the specific tool you use doesn't guarantee the payout. The human execution does. Most people fail to make money with AI because they pick a model that demands interpersonal sales abilities or deep technical coding chops that they simply do not have. We are going to audit all 7 of these options based strictly on the human inputs they require. We are ignoring how novel the tech is and focusing entirely on what you actually have to do every day. Matching your baseline skills to the correct execution path is the only way you survive that 6-month barrier. To figure out where you belong, we map the landscape. This quadrant tracks 2 requirements: technical skill on the bottom, sales skill on the side. We start here, the zone requiring high sales but low technical skill. These are outbound services. The most accessible entry point here is ghostwriting for B2B founders. You use a tool like Claude to tune their raw thoughts into polished LinkedIn posts that build their personal brand. But the daily grind has very little to do with AI prompting. You will spend your time conducting weekly 30-minute interviews to extract stories from these founders, and you will run heavy cold outreach campaigns just to get them on the phone. If you can close the deals, the payoff is stable. Founders will gladly pay $500 to $800 a month on retainer for this exact service. The second outbound method targets product-based companies, generating AI UGC, or user-generated content ads. Instead of shipping products to creators and paying hundreds of dollars per video, you use AI to generate high volumes of synthetic unboxing and lifestyle clips. The trade-off for both ghostwriting and UGC ads is the exact same. Your success relies heavily on your willingness to constantly pitch directors of D2C brands, manage their revisions, and perform rigorous quality control on the outputs. Outbound services only work for extroverts who are comfortable facing a high volume of rejection and managing ongoing client relationships. If you want to avoid client management entirely, we drop down to the quadrant requiring 0 sales skills and 0 tech skills, the content volume place. This is where you build AI influencer accounts or faceless niche pages. The required input here is relentless consistency. You have to generate and publish 3 to 4 videos every single day. Once you capture top-of-funnel traffic, you monetize it by selling low-ticket digital products. You package interview questions or a beginner's guide into a $5 PDF and push your audience to the link in your bio. That requires active daily curation. If you want something entirely hands-off, you look at voice renting. Platforms like ElevenLabs allow you to upload your vocal data to their marketplace. Whenever a user generates audio using your voice clone, you receive a fractional piece of the revenue. It is purely passive, but highly speculative. The severe trade-off for any of these volume plays is your total dependency on the algorithm. You face a very real risk of getting 0 traction for your first 100 posts. You choose this lane only if you have the patience and discipline to prioritize long-term consistency over immediate cash flow. Now we move to the right side of the chart, where the models offer massive scale, but demand either high technical ability or high professional authority. The primary technical build is developing voice agents for operations. You aren't just typing prompts here. You are learning API integrations to connect custom voice bots directly into a company's CRM, handling inbound customer queries, or qualifying leads to save the business massive headcount costs. You can apply those same technical skills to the consumer market by building standalone niche AI advice apps.
Instead of a general chatbot, you create a focused health app that logs calories and generates custom meal preps. But the trade-off is steep. When you build a consumer app, you are running a software startup. You now have to manage marketing budgets and figure out user acquisition strategies. If you lack coding skills but possess deep corporate credibility, you pivot to the top right quadrant, AI consulting. This chart shows the ceiling of the market. Consultants are charging $25,000 for a single day of AI training. The input here is flying to enterprise offices and running in-person implementation workshops to audit their operations and integrate AI workflows. These enterprise builds are highly lucrative, but they are gated. They strictly demand a foundation of either elite technical problem-solving or pre-existing industry trust. Here is the final execution map. You have to force a decision based entirely on what you already bring to the table. If you have maximum time but lack capital or corporate connections, you follow the hustle path to ghostwriting or AI influencer pages. You must accept the trade-off. Either endure high rejection rates on sales calls or tolerate slow algorithmic growth. If you possess basic coding, no-code, or workflow automation skills, you follow the tech path. Ignore content creation entirely. Spend your time solving complex, bespoke operational bottlenecks for businesses. If you already have B2B sales experience and professional credibility, you follow the network path. Skip the low-tier $500 retainers. Leverage the trust you've already built to sell high-ticket ROI guarantees and enterprise workshops. Ruthless self-awareness regarding your primary asset is the ultimate filter for surviving this market. The fastest way to fail is to pivot your business model every time a new AI tool hits your feed. Achieving traction requires committing to a single lane for 6 unbroken months. AI tools do not print money. Applied human leverage prints money. Pick your path today. Exploit your specific human advantage and permanently ignore the rest of the hype.